another low-minute night for JT. Where does he need to fix? What needs to happen for him to get back?
Yeah, he's struggling. He's caught in between. He's seems like every time he's on the ice, something bad happens.
Something bad happens. Fucking.
I think he's got some bad luck, but he's also got some reads that he's got to look at himself right now, focus on some of these reads. I mean, you can't dive in on the 4-on-4, things like that. I think he's trying sometimes, but I think the focus level has to get a little higher.
Rick, let's start with the start tonight and where you think this one got away from you as a group.
Yeah, just obviously a couple of bad reads, right? I actually thought we're gonna start well. I mean, I thought we had some guys skating legs, but we just made some egregious plays. Pinching. Wrong decisions at the wrong time. You can't do that. We're just making some guys are just making some really bad reads right now.
What was the message to the group when you called the timeout?
Just to relax. I mean, you can't. There's some guys who are really tight, so we have to relax. We have to. But saying that, you have to have a little focus in your game. You can't. I think they had 3 goals where we have guys diving everywhere. Like good players doing it too. You can't do that. You just can't do that.
Where do you go from here?
Well, you get punched in the mouth and you get back up. You can't quit on yourself or your teammates. So that's if you're in this business long enough, you're going to get these situations. And character guys, leadership, all that stuff usually comes out of it. So we're looking for those type of people right now.
What's the sense of urgency like? This is game 44. This stretch has been obviously really tough, lost 6 of 7. Where is the level of urgency?
Well, I mean, like I said, urgency is, focus in your game. Like I said, there's some good parts. I know, nobody wants to hear about it, but I thought some guys really worked hard, hit a couple of posts. But, like I said, you cannot make. I mean, they have 6 or 7 shots. They had 4 goals or 3 goals because of blunders. And it happened in Winnipeg. Same thing. So we got to correct it, or I got to correct it. I mean, you can't let it go. I can't play 2 lines. But so I need some of these guys to step it up, even if they just play neutral, just as long as they, don't make some egregious mistakes.
Rick, after the game, is that a game where you go into the locker room and you talk to the team, or you let them kind of sort it out and then deal with everybody tomorrow?
I already talked to them after the first. I mean, I've talked about every period. I don't think going after a game. Tomorrow we'll have our message. Hopefully some of the guys got together. That's what you look for.
Rick, you mentioned egregious mistakes. You talk about players playing tight. You think it's a situation of guys maybe trying to do too much rather than just focusing on their own job?
Yeah. I mean, there's just, like I said, there's some trends where you can't pinch or you can't hang in there when you got to look who's on the ice. There's little things like that. Hockey IQ plays. For whatever reason, some guys are the focus level. I don't know if it's the nerves. They're not reading it. Yeah, no. I honestly, some of the mistakes, like putting everything, we don't understand. Like we talked about it. Certain players that you got to make sure that you're above, and D, you got to get out of there if we don't have any support. So, but the only thing that's going to correct is our coaching staff and the players. We got to figure this out.
29 minutes from Quinn, you get a goal. I mean.
Yeah.
Is there anything else he can do to drag this team into where it needs to be?
Well, I mean, he's he can't do it himself. You can't play one-on-one hockey. You can't play 29 minutes and just, you got to adhere to a lot of stuff. But yeah, he's trying. I mean, like he's trying to make something happen for sure.
Just Thatcher. What's your read on him right now?
Well, I mean, like I said, he's been off so long. He got the back spasms. We got to get him on a little bit of a roll. He's got to get some games. It's a tough spot that he's in. He had to put a bunch of stuff together. So we'll continue to work with him. I mean, he's a hell of a goalie. He'll come out of it.
Just give up too many odd man rushes, too many turnovers. not playing the way we want to play, getting outworked, all the above.
2 first periods in a row where you guys get behind the 8 ball. How frustrating is that when you guys talk about needing to start games better as well?
I mean, obviously, it's not, what we wanted yet.
You mentioned the issues, Quinn. Are these things that are fixable in the short term, quickly?
Yeah, yes, of course. I mean, I'm, optimistic guy, and I believe in our group. It's insane that it's game 44 tonight, whatever that was, and we need to be figuring our stuff out, quickly.
Is there a sense of urgency? Is that building?
Yeah, I mean, I think there should always be a sense of urgency.
What is it about the Kings that makes it so tough to create offense against them?
We had our chances. It's more that we were just, giving them freebies. I mean, the problem for our team tonight wasn't that we weren't getting looks. It was that we were just giving them everything. I mean, if you wanted to look at the Carolina game a week ago, you could say that, we weren't getting looks. But tonight it was just, giving them odd man rushes, loose. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been tough. We're all sick of losing, so we got to get through this, and the only way through it is together. So we got a game in 2 days, and we got to figure it out.
What are some of the things that you look at that have led these games to get away from you guys?
I mean, it's just not good enough. They were the better team tonight, and you got to find a way to have a better start. And like I said, we have to do it together. We have to pick up each other and get through this thing.
How deflating is it for you guys right now when you go behind early and not just by 1, but 2 and sometimes 3?
Yeah, it's tough, but it happens in the game sometimes. And I think we're at the point where we're sick of it, and that's about it. We got to figure it out.
They score their third, and you guys take a timeout, seem to find your legs a little bit. Is that urgency something that can be manufactured at the start of the game?
Yeah, I think, I don't know the answer to that. Obviously, they got one and then spilled over, so, things aren't going to go away. We just got to stay calm through it, and, it's redundant, but we got to get through it together. We got to play together and avoid that.
What's the key to sticking together when you're going through a stretch like this?
Having a positive attitude, next shift mentality, picking guys up. Like I said, the game's not always going to go your way, but you could avoid the spillage, and to a man, we can all just dig a little deeper.
Why are you so pissy?
I don't know. It's probably for you guys to interpret, right? I'm not really conscious of it.
I'm not panicking here. It's more on you guys.
What are we on? Fuck are we doing?
Connor, happy to have the chance to sit down with you, catch up.
Generational talent. Thanks for liking the video and subscribing.